Want to see how to turn chickens in Minecraft into crows? There we go. The chickens are crows now. Because that was a murder. That's a chimkin farm. We will never lack for feathers again. So I know this is a little bit of a meme, but I did some redstone off camera. We'll just see how far that joke will take us today. See, we took a little break to shoot breezes with rockets. That was fun. Before that, we were working on getting all of these farms so that they can put their outputs to the factory above. And what I discovered about this one here, this bamboo farm, is that the hopper that we had was not keeping up. So we added all these crafting arrays here, and I found that even that was not enough. I added the rest of the gizmo circuitry up here as well. We had this before, I moved it around a little bit, and I added a system that will automatically shut off the crafting array and stop dispensing bone meal as long as things are going over that pressure plate down there. Elrio's design originally had this popping out a shulker's worth of bone meal at once. I've obviously modified this circuit to use the new crafting grid. Since 3 stacks of bone blocks is equivalent to about a shulker's worth of bone meal. Bone blocks go in chest. That activates this side by pushing this observer here, and then as soon as I power this little dude here, it'll push the other guy over. Or not. I'm still working some bugs out. We're getting close. And before we do a full test of the system, I think it's time to put an off switch into the furnace array down here for stone. Man, these things are cool. Boop. That will keep the cart there, even when there are things flowing down into the cart loading system, which means that eventually I can use this to remotely control these using a signal coming down from above, something I hope to get to today. All right. You know, I'd actually planned to do this a little more automatically, but you know, boom. Feels good, bro. Raptor. 3 of them. Dang. Thank you. I feel myself. I am being lifted. Yep. Yes, my body is ready. Off to a brave new world! Oh, it broke. Bye! Now there's a pig on my roof. Great. I can tell it's scared. It's trying to blend into the boat. Oh. Bye-bye, piggy. This little piggy went to market. What I'm doing is I'm going to make a little yard that is going to be the material dumping ground. This little dip here, I'm going to build a yard in it where materials are going to get dumped into the factory system. It's like one of those amusement park games where you got the hammer and you just try to smack the thing and make it ring the bell. That sounds like a mini game. You got up there. Woo! Who needs rockets? Let's see. I wanted to have a little shed be the input. So let's make those two will be our input barrels or chests. These should be one wide tileable unloaders. We'll mark those inputs with a... One, two. I'm gonna be full of sadness if I go into my rubstone box and don't have enough supplies to finish this darn thing. Aw, thanks. Bloop. And bloop. Well, I got the shulker unloaders done. But let's see, I'm gonna need to get under here and I'm gonna need to install a dropper elevator coming out of there to bringing the empty shulkers back up, and a dropper elevator coming out the bottom to distribute the goods to wherever they're gonna go. There. So now there's at least some preliminary labels. Working. Yeah, I gotcha. Shulkers are going up the shulker ladder. The shulker ladder is working. Hello, coal. I remember when coal was special. Those were the days. I'm glad Sky keeps this server alive with me. But now, with everything ready, I can do a little test to see if bone blocks end up in the proper place and if the shulker gets unloaded and sent back up to here. I should be able to bone block in. I like the sound of that. It is spitting out bone blocks. It is sending them down to the chest. They are getting picked up and loaded into the system. I do believe it is working as intended. Now we wait. Did a quick calc, and I think it takes about 12 minutes tops to empty out an entire shulker that is loaded down with full stacks. Oh. And we get our shulker back. Heck yeah. Yep. Ooh, I need to fix that. Yep, that comes out to a full chest's worth of inventory. Double bone meal all the way. And I think I got the item stream thing fixed too. I found out the observers were turned out the wrong way for this second set of crafting arrays down here. And I have tinkered a lot with the water streams for the bamboo collection. There was a hopper down here that they would get stuck on, so I just completely took that out. Replaced it with a moss block so they won't get stuck there. And then over here I've got pickles to align the ones that are coming on this side so that they'll make sure and get to where the hopper minecart can pick them up if the hoppers don't. I think that's solved it to the point where I think I can call this done. Oh! Oh! Every bit of the fuel storage for the planks is full. Wow. That's just from all the testing I've done on this thing. Heck, I better turn this thing off. Looks like it still only has ever run at 3/4 capacity too. Dang! This thing is too strong. I had to build myself a new access to get down into this. Don't you just hate when you build yourself into a corner? Or a cave of your own making? So what you saw me building there was a couple of filter slices. One for iron blocks, one for redstone blocks. And they come down here into crafter arrays. My new favorite circuit that will take the iron blocks, craft them down into iron ingots, take the redstone blocks, and craft them down into redstone dust. I ended up refining this water stream a little bit because otherwise things were getting stuck. But now everything should go here, which is going to be where the water column going up to the inputs for the factory are in the future, which means my inputs can be a lot more concise. I get a lot more redstone and iron per shulker box if they're in block form. So I'm going to flip the switch with the bamboo. Whoop. Did it start? Like the bamboo machine is running now? Yes. And now it should stop. I love it when my simplistic view of the world works. This area just keeps getting more and more spaghetti-like. Shout out to Shadow Trot, who reminded me that this wallstone here is a thing. I had replay footage of me making this, and replay mod decided it wasn't going to work today. When I flick one of these pistons, it sends the signal down here to the correct observer line, which will send a pulse along whatever chain I need to activate to turn a farm on or off. So now, our final task is to build something around this. And I've got some ideas that'll hopefully look really cool here. I might have to do some terraforming. We'll see. Well, I don't know if it's done or not. I think it needs some materials in the laydown yard. This will do. A place to come and dump materials into the factory. These trapdoors will oxidize over time and probably match the color scheme a little better. Hey dude, with that, I think we're done for the day. It's taken me ages to get the farms and things that are needed up and running to a point where I can actually start on the factory. So next time, we finally start to put in the water streams that are going to feed this thing. So if you watch to the end, thank you. If you hit like, you're awesome. And if you subscribed, you're my hero. See you next time.